Aaron. Everybody is so great in this game. Everybody's a really good person. No, no, no. You're here forever, hey Aaron. Look at, you're gonna make RX cry. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. How are you gonna do that to him? How are you gonna do that to him? Alright. Morgue duties have felt mundane lately. Boring, pointless. Lots of things I'd rather be doing. I had to come in early today thanks to an influx of deceased patients from the hospital. Bodies get passed through the hospital halls and land in my lap unceremoniously. They need tagging, need to be added to inventory, need to be stored. Cadavers are needier than some people. Don't know where I'm going to store this lot. Running out of room in this place, only a handful of cold chambers still available. You could thank the human removal service for that. This isn't the only morgue in the area, but it's one of the biggest. A lot of cadavers end up here. A lot of victims. Weeks ago, I used to smile every time one of Corpse Girl's victims entered this hallowed place. It's kind of poetic. Noriko cherry-picked corpses from this morgue. Those corpses were delivered to victims. Victims died, and they ended up here as fresh cadavers, ready to repeat the cycle. It was beautiful. A circle of death. Now it's rare for Corpse Girl's victims to arrive. More common are the victims of the human removal service. At least, that's my speculation. When multiple homicide victims arrive at your doorstep every day, it's not hard to piece things together. Lacerations, dismembered limbs, rope marks, bludgeoned skulls, rope me's. Wait, is that actually you, RX? Wait, is that actually you? Holy shit. That's so funny. Butt stuff, ooh. Oh, that's great. Myriad mortal wounds inflicted on the flesh. I always suspected Corpse Girl's copycat was behind the sheer amount of deaths raging across Tokyo. Seeing the fruits of the copycat's labor firsthand has convinced me that we're not dealing with simple suicides. Junpei Matsumoto's words still ring clearly in my ears. Our herald, he carries out all the killings personally. It all adds up. Corpse Girl has truly met her match. While the human removal service continues to claim countless lives, Corpse Girl's success is rapidly declining. Much to Noriko's chagrin, Corpse Girl has become so well known that the general public no longer fears her. Like a figure from folklore or a fictional character, everybody knows the name Corpse Girl, but only the truly gullible believe she can kill people. Call it the Bloody Mary effect. If someone is predisposed to believe in a horrific entity, they will convince themselves that said entity truly exists. When targeted by Corpse Girl, such a person will succumb to suicide in an attempt to escape a potentially more grisly fate. In reality, they simply play right into the trap that Corpse Girl laid for them. Those that treat Corpse Girl as no more than an entertaining piece of folklore, like Bloody Mary, are immune to the fear. Someone like this can receive a photo of their own corpse and shrug it off as no more of a threat than a spam email. It's ironic that success Noriko sought for so long is the very thing that has rendered Corpse Girl's methods ineffective. I wouldn't say all this to Noriko's face. She's well aware of the situation. As for the human removal service, no one seems to know about it. There's no mention of it anywhere on the internet. Anywhere I can access, at any rate. Police investigating the string of homicides haven't mentioned it. If the site relies on users to request deaths, I'm at a loss as to how people are learning about it. It truly seems to be some sort of shadow organization, except for the fact that Junpei Matsumoto essentially walked right up to me and revealed himself. I don't know his motives for doing so. I don't know how he found out I'm involved with Corpse Girl's work. I really should take care of him. August 3rd, Monday morning. Yeah, probably. Knock at the door. I rub my eyes and sit up slowly. Must have fallen asleep in my chair again. Still groggy, I get up and look through the front door's peephole. A single lonely package sits at the doormat. Don't know where it came from. Haven't ordered anything online lately. Swing the door open and pick up the plain brown parcel. Something rattles inside. Bringing it indoors, I slip my thumb underneath the packing tape and tear it open. Nestled on a bed of packing foam in a white box adorned with the image of a French press.
A coffee maker.
Yeah, better kill Junpei. Tomoe. That's right, this is a gift from Tomoe. She really bought me a birthday gift. Something that I truly wanted. My friend, Tomoe. After putting the package down, I received my phone and opened up Noise. Thank you for the birthday present. You got it, like, already? Just now. It's a good brand, too. Sweet, glad you like it. Maybe I'll brew you a cup one day. Yes, please. Extra sugar. You got it. Tomoe doesn't send up a follow-up message. I take that to mean the conversation has expired. Feels good that she did such a nice thing for me. Almost forgotten what it's like to have someone care. Pity she has a boyfriend. Never stops going on about him. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't misconstrue a kind gesture as affection. She was simply bestowing a birthday gift. Something most people would do for a friend. Something Noriko didn't even attempt. Don't know how to break down Noriko's barriers. Been trying for a long time. Just never seems to warm up. Maybe chasing her is a lost cause. But I'm tired of being lonely. I'm so tired. Noriko, Tomoe, I don't care. If either of them would accept me, I would give them everything I am. I just don't want to be alone anymore. This shit gets real. The start of another long night. Alone, like always, the cadavers can hardly be called company. They don't speak, don't laugh at my jokes. Not like living people laugh at my jokes anyway. Beep boop?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, I think I mentioned this a day or two ago, but our reserves have pretty much dried up.
Okay.
She means her stash of corpses at the factory. She has a way with words.
3 new requests came through today. I'm really excited.
Mark and RX are combined. Oh
Maybe
god.
things will pick up again.
Maybe.
I'll send through photos of the Vicks. Can you select some corpses that resemble them? Tomoe will come by with the van. Thanks. Are you okay? You're pretty quiet. More than usual, anyway.
I'm fine.
I see. Well, thanks. I'm sending the photos now. Message me when you're done. I'll send Tomoe over.
Yeah.
I end the call and return my phone to my pocket. It vibrates 3 times in quick succession as Noriko's photos automatically download. 3 requests. Not much, but enough to lift her spirits. I scan the array of cold chambers lining the walls. This place is packed to the gills. Shouldn't be a problem to find some matches for her. I take a stroll alongside the left row of chambers. All of the bodies within are due for cremation. I take my pick from here, just like always. Business as usual. I fish my phone out once more and examine the new photos. 2 women, 1 man. Middle-aged, young adult, normal, everyday people. Corpse Girl will wrap her finger around their throats and try to kill them. Oh man. Will they shrug off the attempt on their lives? Time will tell. I think it was the Herald. I don't think they never confirmed, so I have no idea, honestly. I'll do my best to help Noriko in their lives. I wander toward the computer at the end of the room and log into the inventory system. Time to find some suitable bodies.
The corpses you picked out are good.
She's wearing the lab coat.
Anyway.
What's wrong with the third?
He looks a bit too old. Older than the victim, at any rate.
I see. Sorry.
It's not a problem. I think it'll still be convincing.
Are we delivering them today?
No, I received even more requests overnight. I need you to go select more cadavers.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Sorry, I had to.
Aren't you happy that we're busy again?
Couldn't care less. I'm only doing this for you.
It's the truth, even if she doesn't want to hear
I
it.
heard that Tomoe got you a birthday gift.
Way to change the subject.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be your friend, and I was just so caught up within my own head that I couldn't be bothered with your birthday.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
So, if you'll accept a late gift, is there anything you would like?
Yeah, he's not gonna be good.
A date with you.
Anything else?
No.
You're being awfully forward today. I thought we agreed to just be friends. What's gotten into you?
Nothing. Forget it.
I have to look away from her to prevent her from seeing the snarl on my face.
I'll go pick out some cadavers for you. Later.
Okay. Bye.
I step away and mutter to myself.
Stupid.
I'm so stupid. Why am I acting so desperately around here all of a sudden?
Yo.
Yo.
What kind of hello is that, frick?
Sauce. In a mood.
Always the case with you, ain't it?
Seems to be.
She gets me.
Listen, how about that cup of coffee you promised me?
Huh?
You know, come on, don't make me say it. You said you'd brew me some coffee with that French press thing. And, well, I could really use a cup, you know.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Oh no, what happened to Moe?
Noriko has sent me to the morgue.
Why? She kill ya?
No.
Takes me a second to get that she's joking.
Oh.
Tomoe smiles warmly and waves her fingers in
I'm
the
gonna
air.
go ahead and guess that it ain't every day a pretty girl offers to have coffee with you. So are we doing this or what?
I can't fathom a reason for Tomoe's recent shift of attitude toward me. When we first started working together, she could hardly tolerate being in the same room as me. Now she wants me to brew coffee for her? Why? Does she want something from me? Is she in love with me? No, she's not. Definitely not. No one loves me. Even so, I don't want to be alone. Could I refuse her offer?
Okay. I can put off the morgue until later.
You finally came to your senses, huh? Well, come on then. Let's go to your place. I'll drive.
My place. The last time a girl visited my home, it was back when I lived in Noriko's apartment, back with Shizuko. Clucking my tongue serves to distract me from the painful memories.
Let's go.
I wonder if it's something with Shinya.
This is your place, huh? It's freaking dark in here.
It's freaking dark in here. This is my best friend, by the way.
Sauce.
You a vampire or something?
Of course not. I was just outside in the sun with you.
True that.
True that. Tomoe looks around the small room and stands uncomfortably by
You
the
don't
wall.
bring girls back here very often, do ya?
No.
Maybe if you made the place look more appealing, then girls just might want to come back here.
You're here.
Sure, but I'm complaining, ain't I?
True. Why are you here anyway? It's not for coffee, is it?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya? Listen, I wanted to talk to you away from, you know.
Your boyfriend?
No! Jeez! Away from Noriko! See, this whole thing's been going downhill, wouldn't you agree? All the shit with trying to make people off themselves? Sure, I'm used to it by now, but shit started to hit the fan.
How so?
Well, there's the business with, what was it? The human removal service?
Noriko told you about that?
Yeah, of course.
We're besties.
We're besties, you know? They've been out there killing and killing, and the police want to shift all the blame onto Corpse Girl. After all, Corpse Girl is the only killer that has gone public. Her name and website are written all over the body bags we deliver. People talk and everyone knows about her. So, of course the police are gonna assume she's behind all the murders. Except, she's not. Not really. A handful of them here and there, but even then, they're just suicides. Corpse Girl. Noriko. She ain't out there slashing necks and drowning people and setting houses on fire. She ain't doing any of that shit going down on the news.
I know all this.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if things keep up at this rate, the cops are gonna find her, Noriko, and she's gonna get locked up for life. I ain't gonna lie, she deserves it. The stuff she's doing is messed up. Thing is, me and you, we're accomplished.
Accomplices?
That was
Yeah,
adorable. Tomoe's my best friend. I don't know if I mentioned that.
We're in neck deep. If Noriko gets put on ice, we get taken along with her.
I see. You're worried about going to prison.
Of course I am. I got people to take care of. What would Shinya do if I got locked up? What would he think of me? Not to mention my little brother and sister.
Tomoe's crestfallen countenance makes the room feel darker than it truly is. Her watery eyes break away from mine, and she tries hard to restrain herself from sobbing.
I don't think I can do this anymore. No matter how much she pays me, I just can't keep risking it.
I understand. This is difficult for her. She's torn between loyalty to a friend and her own freedom.
I think your course of action is clear.
It is?
Yes. You need to step away from the game. It won't do us any good if you're not totally invested. You can make a fatal mistake that has consequences for all of us. If you're not committed, not focused, it's best that you
No,
part ways
Tomoe's
with
my best
Noriko.
friend!
You know, you really are more understanding than you look.
Day night kill to clear the
I
air.
thought you were a total social outcast with no feelings or empathy.
Thanks.
Let me finish. I was wrong. You're all right, Kojiro. I'll take your advice. I'll talk to Noriko and tell her I ain't cut out for this anymore.
It's for the best. I guess we won't hang out anymore.
Do we ever hang out?
Well, our deliveries, our time at the factory. Dunno. Kind of grew to like it.
Kojiro. Oh shit. I forgot. There's something I still need to do for Noriko.
What's that?
She asked me to go to her apartment and pick up some clean clothes for her. I owe her that much at least. You wanna come with me?
Her apartment?
Noriko's apartment. My apartment. Not anymore. I haven't lived there for a while, but it will always feel like mine. I wonder if there are any old memories to find between its walls.
Okay, I'll come with you. Do I need to break any windows?
No, of course not. Noriko gave me her keys.
I see.
You sound disappointed.
I shrug and let her accusation slide. Tomoe can't leave, she's my best friend. I didn't expect a flood of mundane recollections to drown my mind as soon as I started climbing the staircase. This place has such a hold over me. My past life, my life with Shizuko. So foggy but so familiar. Don't even feel like the same person I was back then. Of course, I'm still the same. Still me. And the stench ingrained in these walls.
Every time I come in here, it smells worse and worse. What is it?
Don't know.
Mold? Mildew? No. More sickening than that. Something wrong.
Yuck. Anyway, her place
There's
is up just a
corpses
few more
here!
levels.
There's corpses here! Oh, cause he said he's been collecting corpses for years! They're somewhere here! Holy shit! Oh my god! Holy shit!
I know.
Oh, you've been here before? Huh.
Moe abandons her thoughts in the air and continues to climb the stairs. We reach the landing below Noriko's floor. Oh, it's Momo!
Hello? Daddy?
It doesn't take long to identify the owner of the voice. A girl no older than 7 is knocking repeatedly on the door of the apartment. She notices our arrival.
Who are you?
Kojiro.
Hello there. My name is Tomoe. What's your name?
I really hope not.
Momo.
Nice to meet you, Momo. Do you live here?
The door is locked. I can't get inside.
We have to protect Momo. We've already established that we have to protect Momo, okay? Look it, she has a little kitty outfit.
I see.
Somehow the girl's locked herself outside her own apartment.
Is your mommy or daddy home?
I think Daddy is home, but he won't answer the door.
Oh no!
Let me try, okay?
The young girl hesitantly nods, nervousness evident on her features. Tomoe slams her fist against the apartment door, unafraid of holding back her strength.
Yo, anyone home up in here?
Anyone home up in here?
Hello? Anyone there?
No! Not Kenji! After a good 30 seconds of pounding the door, Tomoe puts her hands on her hips.
Are you sure your dad is home right now?
I think so. He was here right before I went outside to play.
Tomoe grimaces and looks me dead in
You
the
don't
eyes.
think something happened, do you?
Don't know.
I crouch down and rest my weight on one knee so I can come face to face with the girl.
What's your dad's name?
It's Kenji.
Kenji, huh? And what was he doing before you went to play?
Momo twiddles her fingers uncomfortably. Her expression turns thoughtful as she tries to
He
remember.
was watching TV.
I see. Thank you.
I stand back up and turn to Tomoe. She raises an eyebrows in disbelief of the polite persona I adopted to talk to the
If
girl.
he's got the TV on, it might be too loud for him to hear us. Anyway, I'm sure he'll open the door soon. We should go up to Noriko's.
You're unbelievable. I ain't leaving this girl here. What if something bad happened to her dad?
Something happened to Dad?
Oh!
No, no, honey. I didn't mean it
Uh-oh.
like that. Kojiro, we need to get in there.
Moe's sentence is cut off as the apartment door suddenly opens. Formidable man, broad-shouldered and with a smoldering expression now inhabits the open doorway.
Clear the doorway.
Uh-oh. He takes one look at Momo and then turns his neck to bark at somebody behind him.
Daughter's right here. Bring her with us. Hurry it up.
Kenji's fucking dead, no! The stern man pushes past me and I stumble as I try to get out of his way. I don't like being pushed around, but the sight of a half-dozen uniformed police officers shuffling out of the apartment behind him encourages me not to retaliate.
Daddy?
Dragged along behind one of the officers is a handcuffed man in disheveled clothes.
Momo! Oh, thank God. Sweetie, Daddy has to go to the police station for a little bit. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Wait. But why? What happened? Before he can squeeze out another word, the police officers yank him away from his daughter. He's accompanied downstairs and disappears from view within moments.
Daddy! Come back!
I wonder if he's part of the thing, like how Junpei is. I wonder if they traced it back to him. The final police officer to exit the apartment bends down in front of Momo. He mumbles something towards her, then grabs her shoulders in an attempt to steer her toward the staircase.
What the fuck is going on here?
Tomoe takes a step forward to the officer, her fingers slowly curling into a fist.
Don't.
I clutch her fist in my own and force her to lower it.
Don't get involved. It's a police matter.
I think she understands my vague warning as she stops struggling against me. The young girl is escorted downstairs, and Tomoe stands defeated next to me.
What the hell just happened?
Daddy! Tomoe is uncharacteristically quiet. She searches Noriko's apartment for clean clothing. Witnessing that man, Kenji, get arrested in front of his own daughter seems to have dampened Tomoe's spirits. Yeah, I think it has to be something related. Like, he has to be taking a fall for something. Although he's a stranger, I can't help but feel bad for the guy. Don't know what he did wrong, but surely his daughter didn't need to see that going down.
You okay?
Tomoe ignores me as she rifles through Noriko's drawers. I decide to bite my tongue and simply take a seat at the edge of the bed. First man to leave that apartment, the guy with broad shoulders. He looked familiar. Very familiar. He seemed to be in charge of the officers. A detective? Yeah, that's it. A police detective. I've seen him on TV a few times lately. He's the one heading up the investigation of the recent homicides. That's also Shinya's dad. The one accusing Corpse Girl of being the culprit behind the Human Removal Service's string of murders. Oh, because we used his Wi-Fi! Or Noriko used his Wi-Fi. Oh no! What if he's being pinned for that? Interesting. Then, the man he apprehended, Kenji. Is he involved with the case? Is he a suspect? Is he the Herald? Neighbor of Noriko's. Could Kenji truly be the leader of the Human Removal Service? I try to connect all the dots in my mind. He lives close to Noriko. He might even be on speaking terms with her. He might have access to Noriko's computer, her website. Could he have been the original hacker, stealing Corpse Girl's requests? The copycat? It all seems coincidental, but it almost makes sense. It's more likely than not that the copycat is someone who personally knows Noriko, someone who has an inside view of her life. But what's his motive? Look like a normal guy, just a father living with his daughter. What could have inspired him to embark on a killing spree? Actually, for that matter, what inspired Noriko to do the same thing in the first place? Never mind that, it's irrelevant now. Kenji, are you the one we've been looking for? Are you allied with Junpei Matsumoto? Are you the prophet, the herald, the one capable of standing toe-to-toe with Corpse Girl?
Okay, I'm done.
I blink a few times and look at Tomoe. She's standing with a pile of clothes neatly nestled in her arms.
Can we get going?
Yeah.
Leaving now is for the best. I want to get home. I want to spend time with my thoughts. There's a lot of new information to sort through. I just like killing. Yeah, that's him. Not a morning person, never have been, but running with Noriko has forced me to get up early more times than I can count. Doesn't mean I'm getting used to it, still can't prevent myself from yawning. Doesn't help that last night was a sleepless one. Couldn't convince my overactive mind to take a break. Even distractions didn't help. Couldn't concentrate on reading, couldn't focus on tidying the apartment, nothing worked. Same questions kept bouncing around inside of my skull. When the sun came up, I decided to stop torturing myself and just confront Noriko. Perhaps she has some answers.
Wake up.
Grab, should put a little makeup. Don't want to scare her awake. Don't want her to ignore me either.
Noriko, wake up.
My whisper becomes more of a hiss and the girl before me begins to stir. She rubs her eyes, a familiar sight thanks to all the times I've woken her up lately.
Again, Kojiro? What time is it?
Early. Listen, got some questions for you.
Break.
Her yawn made me yawn. She sighs, sits up and reaches for her handbag lying next to her futon. After rummaging through its contents for a few seconds, she curses under her breath.
No coffee.
Here.
I toss her a silver can of coffee I picked up from a vending machine on the way over. I know the drill by now, know Noriko well. The can slips through Noriko's slender fingers and comes to rest safely in her lap.
Oh, thanks.
She cracks open the tab and takes a long sip, effectively draining half the contents in one swig.
This is nice.
She thoughtfully examines the front of the can, running her fingers along the embossed logo.
Glad you like it.
Now, questions.
Questions.
Fine. Go.
You know a guy named Kenji? With a daughter, Momo?
Noriko cocks her head to the side as if this was the last question she expected to hear from me.
Yeah. I know them. They're my neighbors. Kind of. They live on the floor below me.
That's right. You on speaking terms?
More or less.
Her eyes dart away from mine and she takes a moment to think.
Almost sweet. A nice girl. Kenji... We used to talk, but then... Well, I think he's lost respect for me. Let's leave it at that.
I see.
This is weird. How do you know those two?
Suppose it can't hurt to tell her. Tomoe probably will if I
Went
don't.
to your apartment yesterday with Tomoe.
You did?
Had to collect clothes for you. Going upstairs, we saw Kenji get arrested by the police. Lots of cops. And a detective from TV.
Detective? Wait. Kenji got arrested? Why?
Don't know. They took him away in cuffs. Took Momo too.
No, the detective. You're not talking about the one heading up the murder investigations.
It's because she used their internet. It has to be, right? So, like, they IP traced it.
It's him. Big guy.
Fujikawa.
Huh? Fujikawa?
Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know his name before. Detective Fujikawa. Not exactly the type I want to cross. Noriko's shoulders
Poor
slump.
Kenji. I wonder why he got arrested.
A flicker of realization flashes across her face. Within a split second, Noriko's defeated expression gives way to a hideous, wicked smile. Her eyes narrow and a shrill laugh pierces my ears.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Don't know if she's lost the plot or she figured something out.
All those precautions I took. All that preparation. It finally paid off.
Spill it. What are you talking about?
Okay. Right. Listen carefully. When this all started, when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing.
When Corpse Girl first told her, I thought she was Corpse Girl. That's what she's always referred to herself
I
as.
knew that running the website from my apartment was a risk. I knew accessing the database of the deceased could be tracked by anyone watching me. I took certain measures to protect myself. To protect Corpse Girl's work.
What did you do?
I pinned everything on Kenji Ogawa. I used his internet service, his Wi-Fi. I used his address for registering my website. I used his name for every service I signed up to. Everything I did created a trail of breadcrumbs that would point
What
to
the
Kenji
fuck?
in the event that the authorities
Noriko!
ever came looking for Corpse Girl.
Devious. Cunning. Noriko planned everything from the start with a great amount of forethought. More concerning is the fact that she wasn't afraid to throw her neighbor to the wolves in order to save her own skin. Still, if I take Noriko at her word, this rules Kenji out as the mastermind behind the human removal service. Couldn't be the herald that Junpei Matsumoto spoke of. Holy fuck! It was just a scapegoat. Wrong place, wrong time.
Clever. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It finally paid off. The police will either treat Kenji as the culprit, or release him once they figure out he's not who they're looking for. Either way, they'll be back to square one. And I'm off the hook.
Sure, if you say so. That's all well and good, but you've been conducting a lot of work recently, since you stopped living in your apartment.
What's your point?
Been logging into Corpse Girl's website from here, from the factory. You've been accessing that database of the deceased, too. Don't you think if the authorities trace that, they'll just come looking for you here?
I'm using my cell service to connect to the web. I'm not using a dedicated internet connection. And I'm running my connection through a proxy to mask my IP address. That can't be traced. Right?
I shake my head. I'm pretty sure it can be tracked. Not my area of expertise, though.
No, but I'd be cautious if I
What
were
am I,
you.
sir?
The cops will figure out Kenji's not guilty soon enough. Just you wait.
Yeah, they can 100% trace that.
Normal guy like that, you won't be able to give them any of the information they're looking for. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets released before the weekend.
So?
Hitting a dead end like that will only enrage the police, especially that detective.
I really like this
Fujikawa.
game, Masa. I really like it. It's so good.
Don't you think they'll redouble their efforts after that? They'll surely do whatever it takes to catch the true culprit.
Yeah, sure, I hear you, but Corpse Girl really isn't the one they're looking for. The human removal service
But
is
they don't
behind
know that.
most of the recent deaths.
They don't know that. They only have eyes for Corpse Girl. You made her famous. Made her known in every household across Tokyo. She's as much at fault as the human removal service. And you know it. If they catch you, let's just say you won't be let off the hook so easily.
Noriko folds her arms across her chest angrily. Not my fault she doesn't want to hear the truth. This whole conversation is giving me a headache. All my assumptions on the identity of the Herald has led me to a brick wall. But I did glean one interesting piece of information from Noriko's words. A phrase that loops in my mind verbatim. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing, I rubbed my chin in
Gotta
thought.
go. Good here?
Noriko drains the rest of her coffee and tosses the can aside.
I'm fine.
Right. Later then.
Noriko doesn't speak another word. I leave in silence. Yeah, we're gonna have to if we want to live, I guess. Got a few hours before I need to be at the morgue. Usual night shift. Not a good combination with an early morning. At least there are no deliveries to make today for Noriko or for Corpse Girl. For the best. Tomoe is quitting the business. We won't have a driver. Really think that through when I encouraged her to go with her gut. Oh well, that's on Noriko. She's the brains behind the operation. I'm simply the muscle, just like I always tell her. Corpse Girl told Noriko to kill people. That's what she said. That's what Noriko, what Corpse Girl, that's what the person I know as Noriko told me. Begs a follow-up question. Noriko isn't Corpse Girl, then who is? Is Corpse Girl a person? Someone whispering instructions in Noriko's ear? Has that always been the case? Was I so blindsided by Noriko's ambitions for grandeur that I disregarded the truth behind her words? Noriko nothing more than a puppet? Too many questions. Doubt Noriko will willingly spell it out for me. Not if she's gone to such lengths to mask the truth for so long. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing, can't get the quote out of my head. Too many moving pieces in this puzzle. Oh yeah, the different POVs is actually really good. The anarchy, the nihilism. No, I think Shinya is like the only person that we know of that's completely innocent. I don't think Shinya has done anything bad. But I could be proven wrong, I just don't think it's possible. Noriko, Corpse Girl, the Human Removal Service, the Herald, Junpei Matsumoto, and Kenji Ogawa. Too many assumptions, too many shadowy figures. Makes me angry. Don't like it when I don't understand something. I'm clever, sharp, like to know everything. Like to predict what's going to happen next. Like to remain one step ahead of everyone I know. Right now, I feel 3 steps behind. Behind Noriko, behind whatever Corpse Girl is. Maybe Tomoe has the right idea. Maybe getting out of this situation is for the best. Though, could I really make a clean break? Could I really just walk away? Noriko isn't afraid to play dirty. It has become increasingly more evident, especially with the Kenji situation. If I walked, would I have to be on guard for the rest of my life? Would I have to be cautious of every shadow that flits in the darkness? Would Corpse Girl come to claim me as her own? That begs the question. Tomoe quits now? Will Noriko try to buy her silence with blood? She'll do anything to ensure her name isn't dragged through the dirt. Tomoe knows too much as me. She could compromise Noriko's entire operation if she lets the wrong words slip out in front of the wrong people. Because of that, I have to believe that Noriko won't stand for it. Tomoe's life will be in danger if she quits now. I don't know how. I don't know by what measure Noriko will strike from the shadows. The girl is weak of body, though strong of mind. Her ambitions are steeled by some otherworldly force of will.
Noriko won't let Tomoe walk away from this.
Speaking the words aloud and hearing the echo throughout my apartment helps reaffirm the truth. I have to warn Tomoe. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if she's told Noriko that she'll be quitting. There's no time to waste. No, Tomoe's my best friend. Nothing can happen to her, please.
Can I help you?
Tomoe in?
She's, are you a friend of hers?
Yeah. This is an emergency.
Really? Hang on. I'll go get her.
I wait patiently as the guy, I assume Tomoe's boyfriend, goes to fetch her. It's fairly late now. The sun is setting. I might miss the start of my shift at the morgue. This is more urgent.
Kojiro?
Look at how adorable she is! Oh my god, this is my best friend, by the way. What's up, Sagan?
What the fuck are you doing here?
What the fuck are you doing here?
Need a word.
How'd you get my address? You know what? I'd rather not know.
Tomoe, who is this guy? Why does he smell like...
Long story.
Is he bothering you? Should I take care of him?
Shinya! My nostrils flare a little as I choke back a laugh. This guy is pretty scrawny. I'm no martial arts champion, but I find it hard to believe he'd pose a threat to me.
Nah, it's all good. He's harmless. Mostly.
Why does he smell like beef?
see.
Imagine. He flashes me an untrusting
Need
glare.
to talk. It's important.
Fine, come in, come in.
Him.
I point a finger at the
He
boyfriend.
needs to go.
Seriously?
Yes, come on. What do you think I'm here to talk about?
Ugh. Yeah, fair point.
Yeah, we're playing as Kojiro now.
Shinya, can you, like, clear off for a bit?
Tomoe, I want to know what's going on here. Just who is this guy? Is he an ex-boyfriend of yours? Because I'll fight him.
Look at my boy Shinya
You
sticking
just
up!
watch me.
Holy shit!
No need for that. Not here to steal your girl.
Just listen to him, Shinya. You've no need to worry.
Fine then. I can tell when I'm not wanted. If anyone needs me, I'll be outside.
Aww. The boyfriend storms off like an upset toddler, and I finally allow myself to crack a smile.
What a catch.
Shut up. You don't know him like I do.
Okay,
Moe shuts the front door, leaving us alone in her
So what the
apartment.
fuck is this all about?
need to know. Have you told Noriko you're quitting?
Nah, not yet. Surely you could have asked me that over noise.
Proms. Thought you might be in danger already.
Danger? Why?
Have a theory. Reckon Noriko will cut us up if we leave her merry band.
Nah. Noriko and I are besties.
Thank you, Masa, for the 13 months, dude. Thank you so much, bro.
Cloud M. Lude.
Cloud M. Lude. Welcome back to the storm, dude, and I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 13 months. Over a year. That's insane. That's crazy to me. Yeah, there you go. Nut! Right there, nut!
Don't act so certain. Noriko will do anything to protect herself. That neighbor of hers, the guy that got arrested, she set him up from the very start. Made him take the fall so she wouldn't become a suspect.
You're shitting me.
Dead serious. And
I take a moment to consider the best way to announce my next theory.
don't think Noriko's working alone.
Tomoe simply frowns at what I consider to be a startling revelations.
Of course she's not. We're working with her.
Guess I didn't explain it well enough.
Not what I meant. Noriko may not be the ringleader here like we assumed. She said, and I quote, "When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing," end quote.
Tomoe's silent contemplation convinces me that I'm onto something. Something that neither of us had stumbled upon previously.
Oh, shit. I thought Noriko was Corpse Girl. She always calls herself that. In fact, she even admitted it to me once. Yeah, I remember it. I kinda suspected it and I asked her about it, and she confirmed it.
Sure about that?
Well, pretty sure I am.
Interesting.
Now I'm starting to doubt myself.
I'm also confused. I'm not confused. I think Noriko has multiple personality disorder, or split personality disorder. And I think one of them is Corpse Girl.
Don't sweat it. Noriko does refer to herself as Corpse Girl. I'm sure of it.
Right? I thought so.
But I'm still uneasy about it. Someone convinced her to start killing. And she seems to think it was Corpse Girl.
Ugh. I don't get it.
Neither do I. But I'll get to the bottom of it.
Right.
For now, for your own safety, don't tell Noriko you're quitting.
Seriously?
I don't know how she'll react.
What a drag.
What a drag.
I really don't want to do this anymore.
Be patient. Give me a bit of time.
You sure you can sort this out?
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating my confidence. I'm determined to learn the truth about Noriko and the identity of Corpse Girl. Maybe I can figure out why this all started, why Noriko is so intent on continuing down her path of destruction.
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
Later then.
I make my way to the front door and swing it open. I'm slightly startled when a heavy form stumbles onto me. With his ear pressed up against the door, Tomoe's boyfriend couldn't avoid falling forward as the door opened. I looked down at him sprawled on the floor, groaning.
You okay?
He'll be fine. Get up, Shinya.
Clambers to his feet and dusts off his trousers.
I was,
Did he hear everything?
Gotta go. Bye.
Resident Evil. Did you guys see the RE4 trailer today? Fucking sick. Don't have time for this. I push past him and make my way out of the apartment complex. 99% a killer. Yeah, that was me when I saw it. I was just like, nut. It was amazing. My last arrival at the morgue is not met by any form of chest ties, or my late arrival. The place is empty, devoid of life, nothing out of the ordinary there, though something is off. It's too empty. Glancing around the walls of the cold chamber, I immediately notice something suspicious. The majority of the chamber doors aren't sealed shut. They're slightly ajar, as though the last person to access them didn't close them properly. I would never do such a thing. I know to press the doors firmly enough that they lock in place. Leaving a cold chamber unsealed is a surefire way to assist in a cadaver's deterioration. And an unsealed chamber allows the odor of decay to leak into the morgue. Right now, I don't smell anything out of the ordinary, meaning these cold chambers are empty. Someone has removed the cadavers that were stored inside. This place was full to the brim just a day ago. There wasn't a single empty cold chamber. Now, a cursory glance shows that a good 90% of the cold chambers are unsealed.
Fuck.
My initial sense of uncertainty gives way to panic. I jog towards the left wall of chambers and start pulling the sliding trays out one by one. Empty, empty, empty. One after the other. Each chamber is devoid of its macabre contents. Even the HRPs have been removed.
Shit.
I come across one cold chamber that is still sealed. I press the release button in and I pull the handle forward. The familiar hiss of cold air escaping from the hollow space does little to allay my fears. I slide the tray out and sigh. Empty. It would seem that even the properly closed chambers have been evacuated.
Fuck shit.
I dash to the opposite wall, the row of cold chambers that store bodies not due for cremation. The row that Noriko isn't allowed to access to. Just like the other wall, every chamber is empty. Doors ajar, unsealed, empty. I thoroughly check each and every one.
Luck.
I trudge towards the computer at the far wall. Logging into the inventory, I scan through the list of recent arrivals and departures. No bodies came in today. Unusual, but not itself a cause for concern. More importantly, no bodies have been checked off as removed from the premises. Each and every body that has disappeared from this place has not been accounted for. The correct protocols have not been adhered to. I can only draw one conclusion. The morgue has been robbed. Oh shit, paniku, dude.
Sorry to rock up so late.
It's fine. I was awake.
Okay, bad news.
Hit me.
Morgue's been plundered.
Plundered? What, are you a pirate?
Yar, we be pirates now.
Wait, your tone. You're not joking.
Bad shit has gone down, Aaron.
No.
Somebody stole all the bodies from our morgue that we have been stealing from.
Explain.
All the cadavers have been stolen. Cold chambers are completely empty.
Fuck.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Fuck.
How could you let this happen?
Me?
Me?
Me? What do you mean?
I'm no security guard.
Kojiro right now is what do you meaning? 100%.
Don't put this on me.
How am I supposed to acquire corpses now? How the fuck am I supposed to appease Corpse Girl?
Despite the fact she's having a Noriko moment, I don't miss the fear in her voice. Appease Corpse Girl. That's something you'd say in referring to yourself. She's clearly referring to someone else, some other being. And to put her on the spot. Sick of always being 3 steps behind.
Who's Corpse Girl?
What?
Who is she?
Don't act dense. I'm Corpse Girl. If you're trying to be funny, it isn't working. Now isn't the time. We've lost everything, Kojiro. I've got a couple of bodies here at the factory, but they're allocated to victims already. Corpse Girl gets any new requests, we won't be able to fulfill them.
There, you did it again. You referred to Corpse Girl as another person.
Can you stop messing around? Don't you see how serious this is?
I do.
I do. I see how serious this entire situation has become. Noriko is delusional. She refers to Corpse Girl both as herself and as another person. She pays no heed to the difference in her words, even when called out on it. She doesn't seem to be aware that she's doing it. It could be a personality disorder, and place blame on her if that's the case. I think it's more than that. She believes she's being guided or goaded by Corpse Girl, forced to achieve her ambitions. There's more to it than a personality disorder. It's something I'm not seeing.
So, what do we do?
What can we do? You'll have to break into another morgue. Start stealing corpses for me.
No.
What do you mean, no? Don't say no to me.
I'd do just about anything for you. But sometimes, you need to know when to call it. There's no moving forward from here.
I can't give up, Kojiro. We've come so far.
Somebody stole the cadavers from the morgue. From my morgue. Somebody who knows what I'm involved in. It wasn't an attempt to stop what we're doing.
What do you mean?
There's a message.
It was a message.
Oh!
Whoever did it wanted to prove that they are more powerful than we are. Pulling several hundred stiffs from a morgue, all at once, without getting busted? That's something even we couldn't achieve. Someone knows our operation, inside and out. Someone knows what we do and how we do it. And they wanted to prove that they can do it better.
The human removal service.
Who else?
Damn it.
Hope you can see the truth now. We can't continue with them in the picture.
You're right. Our next move is to destroy them. Destroy the Herald.
That wasn't exactly what I was getting at. I was only trying to discourage Noriko from continuing with her
What do you
operation.
propose?
You said you'd do nearly anything for me, right?
More or less.
Then, hunt down Junpei Matsumoto. Again, he needs to reveal the identity of his leader, the Herald.
Right. Didn't work so well last time.
Can't forget that night. Had the guy beaten and bruised on the ground. Stubborn punk.
You were interrupted last time. Aoi got in the way, didn't she?
Yeah. Tried to defend her boyfriend.
You need to extract information from Junpei at any cost. When you're done, kill him.
I have no problem with that. But if Aoi is present again, I'll have to back down.
A few seconds of silence makes me ponder if Noriko still has her head in the conversation. I'm about to repeat myself when she finally speaks.
If Aoi interferes, kill her.
Noriko! What? And just like that, Noriko's true heart is revealed. Will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. I was right to fear for Tomoe's life earlier. I was right to fear for my own. Noriko will cut down her best friend in the world, and she'll show no mercy to anyone else. This kind of resolve, this steel-hearted determination, can't help but admire it. I respect Noriko.
If I do this for you,
I mean, do I?
I want something in return.
What?
Be with me.
You still want me?
I've never wanted you more. I'm in love with you, Noriko. In case that wasn't clear before.
Okay, take care of this issue for me, and you can call me yours.
What the fuck?
I'll be your girlfriend, or your wife, or your mistress. Whatever you want, my heart will be yours.
That's all I wanted to hear. All I needed to hear. I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to feel lonely. Noriko, Shizuko, even Tomoe, it doesn't matter. I just want somebody to love me, hold me.
Okay, I'm on it. Leave it to me.
Thank you, Kojiro. I'm putting my faith in you.
I step back, turn around, look up, stare at the stars in the pollution-clouded sky. When we get together, perhaps we can live in Noriko's apartment, my old place. It'll be like coming home after a long absence. Noriko will replace Shizuko in my heart, and life will go on. August 6th, Thursday, afternoon. It's the same stakeout as last time. Junpei Matsumoto, in his infinite wisdom, posted on Noise about visiting the maid cafe today. I don't know why he doesn't set his profile to private, especially after I followed him home last time. I won't be following him again today. I'll confront him inside the maid cafe, a place where Aoi is unlikely to be since she quit the job a while ago. Although, did she really quit? If memory serves, she was dressed as a maid last time I encountered her. It's not that I have qualms about killing her. In fact, I'm not even bothered that Noriko is okay with ordering her death. Just thinking about the future. When Noriko and I marry, we'll want friends and family to attend the wedding. Noriko will need bridesmaids, a maid of honor. Aoi will be perfect for one of those roles. By sparing her life now, I can kick off my new life with Noriko on a high note. Where other people will be present in the cafe. No intention of hurting them. I'll force as many as possible to evacuate. I'll corner Junpei somewhere private. This is a fucking terrible plan! What is he doing? The dog himself arrives as I'm playing through possible scenarios in my head. He waltzes through the front door, completely oblivious to my presence across the street. Is he stupid, right? I'll give him some time. Let him get comfortable, lower his guard. The weight of the blade inside my pocket is unfamiliar. No. Like it's so heavy that it will restrict my movement. It just feels strange. I figured it was better not to tackle this unarmed. It's an emergency measure. After 20 minutes, I approached the maid cafe's entrance. This is so fucked. Oh my god. Not a fan of the atmosphere. Too flashy for me. Prefer somewhere more simple, laid back. Junpei has a table near the far wall, alone. Not that I expected any different. Blonde maid trots over to refill his drink. He nods politely, but doesn't say a word. Hasn't seen me come in yet. Someone asks if I want a table. I don't respond. Someone else chimes in, something about paying the cover charge. I don't know. My attention is on the dog. No one attempts to hold me back as I march towards my prey. He finally sees me, but I'm 5 steps away and it's too late.
Oh, what the?
Long time.
You're crazy, man. Get away from me.
Looking at him up close, he doesn't seem too worse for wear, considering our last encounter. I start to wonder if I went too easy on him.
Can I sit here?
Hell no. Get out of here.
Thanks.
I pull up a chair and sit directly across from him. The blonde maid from before offers me a menu. Then she gasps and I hear something shatter on the floor.
It's you!
Strange. Aoi didn't quit her job after all. Did she lie to Noriko? Did Noriko lie to me? I'm 90% sure it's her anyway.
Stay back, babe.
Stay back, babe. Yeah, it's her.
Thought you quit?
Huh?
I thought you quit this job.
What? How would you know that?
I realized that I just shouldn't spill any details on my relationship with Noriko.
Forget it.
Oh, you think you're hot stuff, right? Tailing me, beating me up, and now you're digging into my girl's business? The fuck is wrong with you, man?
The fuck is wrong with you?
Excuse me for a second.
I stand up slightly and lean over the table. Junpei recoils as my fist pummels his nose.
Sorry, have to do it.
I sit back down and wipe my bloody knuckles with a napkin. Junpei clutches his face and sobs. Aoi is visibly shaking, standing next to her dog, unsure how to react. By some miracle, I don't think anyone else witnessed the punch. How? For the best. Means we can get down to business without interruption.
Some questions for you.
You broke my nose.
This man is yelling.
Shush. Haven't asked my question yet.
Aoi somehow gathers the courage to flee. I don't watch her leave, but I get the sense she's gone to fetch
What do
help.
you know about the robbery of the hospital morgue?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, not the answer I wanted.
This is pretty... Junpei makes the mistake of possessing fingers. I jam a steel fork into the back of his left thumb and pin it to the wooden table.
You're going to give me the answers I want. Am I clear?
You're nutcase. You're psycho.
No. For my next question, how did you find out about my involvement with Corpse Girl?
Seems that Junpei is carefully weighing his response for the first time. Instead of outright defiance, he wisely chooses to grant me a satisfactory answer.
It wasn't hard, man. You're not the most stealthy dude around, you know?
Explain.
You and that blonde gal girl, Tomoe Watanabe, you're not cautious enough.
So he knows Tomoe's identity, and her involvement. Sound is truly a liability.
It's not hard to tell you when you drive that hunk of shit van around town, dropping dead bodies off to Corpse Girl's targets.
Yeah, it's like... he knows a lot. Way too much. How far does his knowledge
I
extend?
see. My next question, then. Do you know Corpse Girl's identity?
I think the real question is, do you?
Oh, shit! I consider his words. Do I know Corpse Girl's identity? Beginning to doubt that. And he asked me a week or two ago, I would have thought of Noriko immediately. Now, the way that Noriko has been referring to Corpse Girl, I'm not so certain. But I won't let this wounded mutt have the upper hand. I won't let him pry open gaps in my defense.
Wrong answer.
The only other piece of cutlery is a metal spoon. I drive the slightly pointed rear end into the pointer finger on Junpei's already injured hand.
Corpse Girl's identity?
Fine. Noriko Kurosawa.
Interesting.
I see.
A hesitant tap on my shoulder from behind me causes me to turn.
Leave him alone.
Aoi has somehow gathered a half-dozen other bystanders. They're all glaring at me, fists clenched, ready to try and forcibly remove me from the premises.
We're not done here. Come back later.
Let my Junpei go! Stop hurting him!
For an outwardly meek girl, Aoi has more courage than I expected. I stand up and stretch my neck. I'm not looking for a fight with a bunch of cafe patrons. Even aside, I dip my hand into my pocket and withdraw the knife. Flashing in front of the mob says more than my words ever could. They all back off, a few letting out sniffles of despair. Aoi, either out of bravery or fear, holds her ground. A single watery tear welling in her left eye discloses her true feelings.
Leave. Everyone. Now.
Despair, you say? Doesn't take more than this animalistic primitive command to convince the crowd to disperse and rush for the door. Aoi's amongst the fleeing throng, and she mouths the word sorry as she catches Junpei's eye. Satisfied that she'll not be interrupted further, I return my attention to Junpei. He sobs vocally.
Kill me, man. I'll do whatever you want, you know? Please, I'm begging you. I've got my whole life ahead of me.
Relax. Only one more question for you.
What? What is it?
Who runs the human removal service? Who is the Herald?
I'm being completely honest with you.
He doesn't know.
I don't know who he is. He wears this creepy-ass mask and never speaks.
Can't quite tell if the dog is being sincere or lying through his
I
teeth.
need more than that. Who would know his identity?
Shit. Look, man. The human removal service. It's only the two of us. Me and the Herald. He recruited me online, you know? He makes me do his legwork. So, if I don't know who he is, no one does. Except him, of course.
Not good enough. Not the answer I'm looking for. I lean over the table once more, keeping my knife clearly within the dog's vision.
Not happy with that answer. Take a finger.
Shit, no, dude, seriously. Ask
This
me
is
a different
fucked.
question. Please, please.
Maybe he is lying, Belcor.
Kojiro,
Voice I didn't expect to hear rings out from behind me.
enough.
Why are you here?
I overheard everything. It's enough information to use.
Is it?
Noriko strides forward. It's a little unnerving seeing her in the real world, away from the factory. She's been cooped up there for so long. Her pale skin looks almost otherworldly beneath the cafe's gaudy lights. For whatever reason, she was wearing her best clothes. They're almost clean, as though she'd recently did her own laundry. She walks with purpose, one foot in front of the other, but her gait is unsteady and she is visibly trembling. At the end of her path, she rests her palms against Junpei's table and takes a calming
You
breath.
stole the corpses from the morgue.
No.
Yes.
Noriko doesn't miss a beat and she flashes her phone at Junpei. I can't see what's displayed on the screen, but the dog hangs his head almost immediately.
It was me. I robbed the morgue.
Noriko pockets her phone. She then tosses a small bundle of bandages onto the table. Bandages? Junpei hastily grabs the offering with his good hand.
Get out of here. Get Aoi to bandage you up.
Wait, what did she show
Not a
him?
word of this to the police.
What about everybody else that was there?
Yes.
Wait, what did she show him? With a great deal of effort and a grimace, Junpei plucks the cutlery from his pierced hand and yelps. Not daring to remain in my presence any longer, he bolts towards the door.
We're just letting him go?
Maybe she is the Herald, right? Maybe she's the Herald. Right? There has to be cameras in here.
Don't understand.
You don't need to.
Don't like that. Don't feel comfortable not knowing what's going on.
What did you show him on your phone?
Leave it, Kojiro. Put the knife away. We're leaving.
I obey her orders, returning the knife to my pocket. I follow her unsteady lead, and we exit the empty maid cafe. How? Maybe, okay, maybe it's one of those those sus maid cafes. Maybe it's one of those sus ones that doesn't have cameras in it. Where shady shit goes down, you know what I mean? No, this is good. This is fine. We're fine. This is good. This is fine, okay? Don't worry about it. It's Tomoe, yeah. With a loud swallow, she brings her sleeve to her lips and wipes her mouth dry. The empty water bottle clatters against the concrete, and Noriko's gaze returns to me.
A bit better.
The visit to the maid cafe got the better of her. She spent too much energy intervening in the confrontation, but her motives for doing so remain unclear.
Fill me in.
There's no need to kill Junpei.
Why? He knows everything. Knows me, knows Tomoe. He knows... you.
Noriko hesitates, but she doesn't flinch at the revelation. Something tells me she already knew this much.
Junpei Matsumoto will be dead by sunrise. I made a request, Kojiro.
A request? The first thought that jumps out at me is that she requested for Corpse Girl to kill Junpei Matsumoto. That's a ridiculous notion, isn't it?
I see. I don't think Corpse Girl can take care of him. He knows our whole operation.
Noriko raised eyebrow conveys her confusion.
What? No. I didn't make a request through Corpse Girl's website. What would be the point of that?
I shrug because I truly don't know what else she could have
I
meant.
used the other website, the Human Removal Service. I made a request for the death of Junpei Matsumoto.
Oh. But again, what good would that do? Junpei is an accomplice. If his colleague, the venerable supposed Liamoro Herald, received a request to kill him, it would simply be ignored. Unless... A starting realization dawns on me.
Shit, of course. Why didn't I suggest that?
A haunting smirk is inscribed across Noriko's features. She knows that I finally drawn the same conclusion.
The Herald is ambitious. His convictions are strong. Absolute. Just like mine. Like Corpse Girl's.
Corpse Girl's convictions. Corpse Girl would never reject a request.
That's right. Junpei Matsumoto is disposable. A pawn. The Herald will deal death to him in the same manner as any other nameless victim.
I see.
But more important than Junpei being killed is what we will discover in the aftermath.
Explain.
By knowing that Junpei is the next to be targeted, we can observe him and witness the Herald's killing method firsthand.
Ah, it's brilliant. Noriko has laid the perfect trap. By sparing Junpei's life today, we have set him up to be slaughtered by his own compatriot. We can use his death as a means to uncover exactly how the Herald brings low his victims.
Have to add it to you. This is a pretty fantastic plan.
It's not.
I know.
A few things.
You have doubts?
Not doubts, exactly. Firstly, how do we know exactly when Junpei will be killed?
Koki! What's up, dude? Noriko sweeps her hair behind her ears and scoffs, as though the answer should be as clear to me as it is to her.
I specifically requested the time of death.
You can do that?
The Human Removal Service demands it.
Interesting. Second topic. What if you're wrong?
I mean, you're not wrong, Koki, but you're...
What?
What if the Herald isn't willing to kill his own ally?
In that case, it will prove something important. It will prove that we're dealing with a complete amateur. Someone whose convictions could never reach the strength of Corpse Girl's.
Just like that, Noriko reaffirmed my earlier suspicions. Corpse Girl truly would destroy her own allies in order to see her ambitions fulfilled. Myself. Our souls are shackled to Corpse Girl's own black void. We're not safe from her wrath. Should Noriko will it, our flames will be snuffed out in moments. We're nothing to her. Dirt, dust, ash. We will be blown away like the useless incinerated remains of a cadaver.
Understood. Let's uncover the secrets behind the Human Removal Service.